back to another episode of Death Battle. Today we are doing Ghost Riders versus Spawn. Now, I know about Ghost Riders, but I don't know about Spawn, and I did not know Ghost Rider was a Marvel. I actually did not know that. Because I think there was two movies of Ghost Riders, or one, I'm not sure. But the only reason I know about Ghost Riders is because of the movie. I don't know about Spawn. I don't know any about this, so I'm just going this blind. Other than that, I know about Ghost Rider. So without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into this reaction. Oh, hello, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn, the Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And I myself that I know about Ghost Riders for some reason just because of the
Who would
movies.
win a death battle? Johnny Blaze has always been a man
Johnny.
possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could, chemotherapy.
Oh.
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell. Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after. But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance. So Johnny Blaze lived up to
Yeah,
his
that's
name and
is that Nicolas Cage?
an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass
But either way, that movie was the one that I got know about Ghost Riders.
from
So.
hell. He called himself the Daredevil. Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken. Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider? Sure, we.
Where is
definitely
Beetlejuice and
didn't
Casper
forget
there?
that we named a character the same thing only 5 years earlier.
What?
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth's sinners and scumbags. He's
Yeah,
strong enough to
King
pull down
Johnson,
skyscrapers.
There's no
blow
age of
mountains,
him.
and cause earthquakes that can
Former
be
king?
whole countries. Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him. It's not just his body. His whole arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barfed right out of his mouth. Life goals. And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his Hell Cycle.
Yeah, his motorcycle was awesome.
Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds. Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
Crutch?
his boner, Wiz. Get it?
No. Damn, no. Why is Sans there?
So deadly, it can burn away your very soul. This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch. Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the
I forgot about the brother.
You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The penance stare. The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
It's like
your soul.
Satan,
It even
so
works on
yeah.
other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny. Eyes are windows to the soul,
I
so
didn't
the
know
Ghost
about
Rider
that.
must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions. Well, Johnny can just how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways. Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control. Ah, classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you.
Because if
Yeah.
Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Yeah, it's like
Zarathos'
fighting your own
strength is
demons.
boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control
Oh,
the elements,
I
and
forgot
an
about he could do
entire
that.
city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled
Wow.
some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
I did not know that.
Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider
Hello.
could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before
Oh
an
my
army
God.
of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits
There was
of
an
vengeance
army?
are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the messages of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait,
Oh.
does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both?
I was about to
Either,
say,
despite being one of the greatest entities in
like,
existence,
is it good or is it evil?
What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got
Oh.
his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost
Ha!
Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And
Damn.
Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was
Yeah.
no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the
Yeah, I didn't know
power
about
of
that.
Hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell.
Jesus.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing
He took a
their
mission to
evil,
destroy St.
feeding
Michael?
and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was
He's possessed
just
by
as bad
demons.
a hell
He just
tower
sold
as he'd
his-
always been,
his
and
soul.
he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe
Yeah.
one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
As they sure as hell won't find any in his. If Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final
there's a
mission
movie?
when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul
I feel
was
like
on
I
a
did
one-way
watch it and
trip
I
to
didn't
hell.
at the
Where
same time.
he
I
cut a
don't
deal
remember.
With Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the Eighth Circle of Hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh,
Oh,
buddy, you're just
okay.
asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had
Yeah.
already remarried and had a daughter.
There.
Damn!
Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born an undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the
Full
way
name
back
Alfred
around to being the
Francis
coolest
Simmons.
thing ever. Look upon his
I
end
like his
wizard
father,
and
son.
despair.
Wait.
Spawn would violently
There's
defend
no
Negan's
age!
downfall,
Former King of Hell,
while slowly
too!
uncovering the full breadth
Former
of his demonic powers.
He's
CSI
like a
assassin,
walking
okay.
superpower encyclopedia. He can
I feel like I
fly,
know
teleport, turn
Spawn,
invisible
but
and
my mind
intangible,
just like,
do
no, you
things with
don't.
his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of of time,
Whoa,
he can
stop
fly
that.
so
There's God
fast,
in there.
he
What the
literally
heck?
breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even
Damn.
control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself, yeah.
A white person, not a black person.
In hell.
Okay,
To be fair,
that's
Spawn
white,
can
yeah.
achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do
Damn.
all this crazy shit because
Body
he runs on
manipulation and his
necroplasm. Basically,
fight,
hell juice.
teleportation,
You're not
time
wrong.
manipulation,
Necroplasm is the energy that makes up
Mental
hell itself.
manipulation.
Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even
Damn.
absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do
You're
it
all about to
by
say
making you
Jesus?
the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm
Yeah.
comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got a limited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even
Oh,
depowered, Spawn
no.
can rely on his elite military training and hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as
Batman?
his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also
Wow.
the souls of the sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha
He's
is
a vamp-
constantly
what
evolving.
the hell?
He can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream
God
of
of
chains,
fruits.
transform into weapons, or drain
Sword
people
of
of their
spirit,
power.
chain of
It is
hell.
the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the
What
soul's
the
bonding
hell?
Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But
Yeah.
Hell spawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to
Damn.
survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this, stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this
I was about to
dimensional
say.
lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed, until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are.
What?
Nice.
Okay.
That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest
All
as
about
Hell's
it.
greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing
Okay.
bad guys might seem
So,
counterintuitive
yeah,
if you
I
work
get
for
it
a
why
Hellborn,
Ghost
but it
Ghost
actually
Rider
just
and him are
adds more
similar.
souls to
Yeah, I
Malebolgia's
get it.
army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malebolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all
Oh.
his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to hell and ripped Malebolgia's head off.
Oh my God.
So loud it echoed from all of reality.
Oh my
Spawn
God.
became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat.
Oh
He's
my
effectively
God.
omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so
Woo!
strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids
Oh.
being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the Tree of Life, Spawn became truly divine. capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he instantly brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware. Because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell. All right, the combatants are set.
All right, let's go. Why is Ghost Rider Fortnite again?
For one hell of a death battle!
I'm about to say one hell of a death battle.
Nights like these drive men insane.
Okay,
Brimstone in
voices.
the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Huh?
Make me.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, after I learned something to... Woo! Ooh! Ooh!
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Oh my god, they both... Oh my god. Jesus, wow!
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
Ha!
You've earned your damnation.
0! Infinite. Oh my god.
Welcome to hell.
Ha! Oh yeah, the truck! Oh yeah, I forgot you can stop time. Damn!
Be damned. Yes, you will.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, careful! He's the angel!
The holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
This is literally heaven and hell fighting. What the hell? This is sort of my headcanon from one of my characters that I will create. Oh my god, this is actually a headcanon from one of my characters. What even the hell is... Oh my god! Oh! 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 He ripped his wings!
Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Oh, whoa!
It's the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
Oh my god! He's using his own thing against him! Ooh. That's just Johnny.
It's like you said, nothing personal. Asshole.
Ha! Spawn won!
God damn!
Literally, this was a nail biter.
Yo, they were neck and neck.
Against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First
Okay.
up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes similar in scale to Ghost Rider's.
Okay, the picture of God and Satan, that's
But Zarathos
sort of how
was
I imagine
different.
for my character,
Remember,
like
his
for my
power
character
can match
art.
that of
That is
Mephisto
sort
and
of what I
Hercules.
imagine, but it's gonna be
All of
close to the
Marvel's
religious
infinite
standard.
cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military
Yeah.
combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The
He relies on
ultimate
his, like,
power
weapons
for a
too, so-
stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Weapon
So with his
resistance.
invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is the resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all,
Ooh.
remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that.
Damn.
A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation
Oh my
stare,
God.
on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving
Oh my
Spawn
God.
the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality.
Yeah,
but
Spawn
Spawn
won
could
this.
counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh god, who else? Who is it? It's anime! I don't know anime! I'm so sorry!
Subscribe
My Hero
and join as a
Academia
member to see more
versus-
Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
I don't know who is that. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know who is it. I am so sorry. I don't know who. I'm so sorry to all the people. I don't know who. I don't know any My Hero Academias. I don't know anything. I am so sorry. So, thanks for watching. If you like it, hit like and subscribe. Want to see more of that battle? I guarantee I would. What? Jeez, I don't know. I'll see you guys on the next reaction. Bye.